Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Sunday, August 2nd. And you can see temperatures very warm out there this morning in the mid 70s here at the 10 o'clock hour. Dew points are climbing as well. Severe thunderstorm watch is currently in effect across the north, and we'll look at that in a minute. But again, there's a really good chance for a lot of severe weather across the state of Michigan, especially for this afternoon and tonight. And if we look at the next weather map, you can see the Severe Storm Prediction Center has us in an enhanced risk of severe storms. We could see some severe storms again, like we see the watch across northern and lower Michigan. But I think the most organized area storms are going to come this evening, probably after 4 o'clock for much of the area across southern and central lower Michigan. Again, severe thunderstorm watch from now until 5 o'clock will bring severe storms across northern Michigan here much earlier. But I think, again, the main activity is going to be a squall line that's going to develop, and it could have some bowing segments, which could create some very significant wind damage with winds possibly over 70 miles per hour in areas where the thunderstorms occur late this afternoon through tonight. And again, any storms that develop out ahead of that main front, though, could also be tornadic. So we certainly have to keep an eye on any storms that develop out ahead of the main squall line later on today. So a very dangerous situation set up. I got myself a generator, haven't had to use it, but we're taking wheat until noon. After that, I plan on going home and getting it fired up and make sure everything's all set to go. I do believe there could be a lot of areas that could lose power again late this afternoon through tonight. If we look at the next map, you can see the low pressure system across Minnesota at 1 o'clock will continue to move towards the Great Lakes with warm air moving it over the warm front. And then with high pressure bringing southerly winds, we got change in direction at heights. And again, that's going to cause a twist of the atmosphere. And again, that could spawn some isolated tornadoes across the area. But again, the biggest threat's going to be straight line winds with that squall line as it develops later on today. And you can see the severe thunderstorm watch in effect for northern lower Michigan until 5 p.m. And we're going to most likely see watches extended south later on as these new storms develop. And you can see on the current forecast map for precipitation over the next 48 hours, there could certainly be some significant rainfall across much of the area, which certainly is much needed and wanted at this point. You can see the current radar showing some very heavy echoes across eastern UP coming into northern Lake Michigan and more back into Wisconsin all the way back to Minnesota. And again, we expect more to continue to develop throughout the day. And again, the area I'm really concerned about is central Michigan, south central lower Michigan, north central lower Michigan. I think that's where the maximized instability is going to develop, and the heat's going to really crank up. We could see temperatures up around 90 degrees across the southern part of the state, and that's going to add fuel to the storms for them to use here later on today. And again, everyone stay tuned to the weather here over the next several hours, as it could be a pretty rough and bumpy day. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.